Today we'll also discuss the work we're going to be doing together to strengthen NATO ahead of the 75th NATO summit this summer here. So you got to come back. And also the latest developments in the Middle East, including especially when I'd like to add another point. The failure of the United States Congress, if it occurs, not to support Ukraine is close to criminal neglect. It is outrageous. Kissinger was right when he said, not since Napoleon has Europe not looked over his shoulder and worried about Russia until now. You and I helped put NATO together in a way it hadn't been in a long time. So much is at stake, so they better step up. Thank you all very much.
But this was not just one moment in the 12-minute press conference. I mean, take a look at what we saw just recently, a handful of other events. Take a look, a few more.
There's been a response from there's been a response from the opposition, but yes, I'm sorry, from Hamas. And Mitterrand from France looked at me.
I mean, you know, Mitterrand, whether it's from Germany or France, obviously he's from France, but he's been dead for 25 years. I mean, there are a number of these incidents, and they may be gassed. We all make mistakes. Our poll shows over 80% responding saying that they think that Biden is too old to serve as president again.
And Jonathan, if press coverage focuses relentlessly on things that don't represent Joe Biden's real body of work, you can push towards that kind of result. That poll should have been about who's actually working to secure our border. What that poll could have been about is who understands that our alliances keep us safer. Donald Trump, who alarmingly last night bragged about a story where he claims he threatened a NATO ally to throw them to the Russian wolves if they didn't pay up. And what you should be focused on, in my view, what that poll should have focused on, what our nation should focus on,
can I stop
is
you
the
for a
ways
second,
that
though, because
Donald Trump is undermining rule of law, democracy, and our safety as a nation.
But we do have polling on the issues you're discussing, and the polling shows widespread disapproval of how President Biden has handled the border and also the foreign policy. I mean, despite what you're saying.
Do you favor releasing them?
Well, it's really a decision that has to take place within the government. It's a classified document.
Counsel,
I'm the president's personal counsel.
Right. Would you recommend that these be made public if they indeed back up your personal record?
Again, there's a process underway. I'm not a specialist in that process, and so I really have to defer to those who have to work through those issues.